The Democratic debate lineups have been released, ladies and gentlemen, and I am hype. I am hype. It's looking beautiful. I'm a Bernie supporter. If you didn't know, I love me some Bernie Sanders. That's my guy. He's my adopted grandpa. He's a goat. Like he's just the goat. All right. So this is looking great for me. But if you support anybody else, at least for the major contenders, I'll break down in this video why they might be fucked or why they might be in for a good night. So this is looking great for me. This is looking great for all the Bernie supporters out there. This is looking great for the country. Like, let's do this. So, okay, night one of the Democratic debates. What's the lineup? All right. Number one, we have Cory Booker. Bum. Number two, we have Julian Castro. Bum. Bill de Blasio. Bum. John Delaney. Bum, bum, bum. Tulsi Gabbard. Lit. Jay Inslee. Lit. Amy Klobuchar. Bum. Beto. Bum. Tim Ryan. Bum. And then Elizabeth Warren. The half progressive. All right, so how's this night looking? Bernie's not there. Biden's not there. So me personally, emotionally, I don't really care as much. But it's the first night of the debates. It'll obviously get quite a lot of viewers, like millions of people. It depends who wants to show up. I like Tulsi, of course. I like Jay Inslee. I like his dedication to climate change. It's an emergency. It deserves serious attention, and he treats it like that. So I love that part about his campaign. Elizabeth Warren, on economic policy, she's great. I love her on economic policy, tax policy, Wall Street. So, for the progressives, obviously the majority of the party stands with them, and as long as they hit their issues, as long as they bring out the good talking points, they will have great nights. If Tulsi decides I'm going to go off, I'm going to be on my A game, and if she hits where she needs to hit, especially on foreign policy, where she is a monster, I love her on foreign policy, she will do great. If she will hit where she needs to hit for the base. The base does not want to continue these endless wars. The base wants to achieve non-interventionism. And if she hits that, she will have a great night. She's a young, good-looking candidate from Hawaii. She has a pretty solid record of sticking to these issues. She'll do fine. Jay Inslee, again, if she hits climate change, she'll do fine. And they might receive a slight surge. I'm talking about Jay and Tulsi. If, again, they hit where they need to hit, they might surge to maybe 4 or 5%. For Elizabeth Warren, this is kind of a win. She's on stage with a lot of faux progressives. You have Beto O'Rourke. You have Cory Booker. You have Bill de Blasio. You're on stage with a lot of faux progressives who act as if they espouse these progressive policies, but in reality, they don't give a flying fuck. Okay? So as long as she exposes that by just sticking to her guns on economic policy, she will have a fantastic night. And this media-created surge will actually become a real and incredible surge if she can just stick it to them on economic policy. You're talking about tax policy. You're talking about Wall Street and just corporate greed. If she sticks to that, she will destroy. Absolutely destroy. Okay. So that's night one. That's not as amazing. All right. Night two. Night two. Let's go. All right. This is the night, if you were paying attention, Joe Biden and Bernie were not on night one. Therefore, they are on night two, baby. Mano a mano. Biden, Bernie. Who's going to win? Yes. I'm so glad it worked out this way. Okay. I'll read off the whole lineup, though. 1, Michael Bennet, bum. Joe Biden, bum. Pete Buttigieg, bum. Kristen Gillibrand, bum. Kamala Harris, bum. John Hickenlooper, bum. Bernie! My guy. My adopted grandpa. Eric Swalwell, bum. Marianne Williamson. I don't really know too much about her. Andrew Yang, my guy. All right. This is looking like it's going to be a stacked debate. This is very stacked. You have Pete. You have Kamala. You have John Hickenlooper, who's going to try to become relevant somewhat and hit democratic socialism, and he's going to get a lot of boos. I guarantee you he's going to say something like that and get a lot of boos, and that will be freaking hilarious. Of course, you have Bernie and Biden really as the headlining act here. That is what I'm so excited about. All right? Because let's understand something. Anytime that Joe Biden opens his mouth, it is alphabet soup. It is nonsense. It is ridiculous. And it drops his poll numbers epically. So if you're on a stage in front of millions of people with, let's count. Like you have three solid progressives on this stage who are all going to be coming at you, and then plus the faux progressives who are going to try to come at him as well. He is going to get walloped, absolutely walloped, and that's going to be beautiful to watch. Absolutely beautiful. So as long as they hit him on his record, that is what Bernie needs to focus on. Make the distinction between you and this bum Joe Biden. If you can draw the distinction on the entirety of the record, not just foreign policy, not just the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, not just trade policy, not just the TPP and NAFTA and all of those disaster trade agreements, and not just economic policy, not just tax policy and Medicare for all and just a long history of fighting for the people. But the entirety of the policy, hit him on everything and draw the distinction wherever you can. For Bernie, that is the game plan. Don't be afraid to just go. Just hit progressive policy and do what you do. Just be the revolutionary that you are. Don't hold back and draw the distinction between you and the faux progressives on that stage and the corporate Democrat that's Joe Biden. All right. Now, for the other people, for Andrew Yang, I like Andrew Yang. He's going to have a really interesting niche in this debate. He's going to be talking about universal basic income. That's going to be interesting. All right. People are going to like that. Like if he explains it well, and I think he will, he's a really smart and eloquent guy. So if he just explains his policy in a succinct and efficient way that connects with people, he'll do fine. Like he will have a somewhat of a breakout in this debate. For Kamala, I don't see much. She doesn't drive anything within people. Like she like her and Cory Booker have this dynamic going on where they're both black and they think that they can channel some like Obama-esque energy with this like fruity and flowery rhetoric, or they're trying to be progressive and they're really not. And it's just like it's not going to play well. So no, I don't see anything. Mayor Pete is going to be somewhat of a dark horse. Him and Andrew, I think, would be somewhat of a dark horse, simply because Mayor Pete actually does channel some of that Obama-esque energy. He does. I can't even lie. Like, and the fact that he's gay, like that's kind of tough. That's like, this dude's kind of a badass. Like on paper. And obviously when you dive into his record and you dive into what he actually supports, he's a faux progressive. He is really not down for the cause. But I will say that he channels a lot of that inspirational Obama-esque energy. Just listen to the guy speak, you'll see what I'm saying. So I honestly believe he will not have that bad of a debate. But other than, yeah, that's pretty much that. So I feel like this is Bernie's golden opportunity, and knowing him, he is not going to blow it. And for me, I love that. I love that so much. Bernie's going to kill it. Bernie's going to kill it. And it's important for all of these people just to go out there and, just stick to whatever just do their thing. As long as you have like good moments, as long as you hit where you want to hit, as long as you really just have because it's a game of sound bites in a lot of ways. We're in a 21st century technology-driven society. It's a game of sound bites. So if you have yourself a huge moment and you just deliver a great one-liner, I mean, like that sticks out, specifically when you're dealing with the mainstream media who's always treating this like it's some horse race or basketball game. So for Bernie and for all of the progressives, as long as they stick to their policy, as long as they have a moment where they really just hit where the pulse of the people are, they'll be great. They'll be fine. And again, this is the golden opportunity. So for all the Bernie supporters listening right now, this is his golden opportunity. And knowing him, he will not waste it. He is going to hit Joe Biden wherever it hurts. And in this 2020 Democratic primary, that happens to be everywhere. The pulse of the people is now with the progressive movement. It is squarely in our camp. So Bernie, all he has to do is stick to whatever he's been doing for the past 50 years, and he will be A-OK just fine. So after this debate, what I'm going to be predicting is a surge in the polls for Bernie, a continued, maybe leveled off surge for Elizabeth Warren, and I'll say slight surges in the polls for Tulsi and Andrew Yang, and a continued precipitous drop for Joe Biden. And then depending on how he does, I'll say a surge for Pete Buttigieg. This could be a make or break moment for him. So that is my personal prediction. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, dog. This is gonna be great. This is this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I I I I was worried that the Democratic Party, they would just try to screw us over, right, by going in and just rigging it and not putting Bernie and Biden on the same stage. But now that they're on the same stage, there are going to be way more people tuning into this debate. There are going to be millions upon millions of people watching this, and they're going to be watching the collapse of one candidate, Joe Biden, and hopefully, I believe, the surge of another. And this is the moment. It's the make or break moment, and I think he's going to make it. It's going to be beautiful.